Al, it's time for a jewel to become whole.
Yeah?
The pop star jewel will become whole this week.
Oh, like the band Hole?
Yes. Yeah, Jewel's going to be replacing Courtney Love.
Oh, sweet.
So there you go.
Good start, good start.
Yep. Hello, welcome to this week's episode. Jared now watching Inuyasha is episode 191. I'm Jared, joined as always by Doc, Al, and Ladium.
Hello.
We are discussing episode 187, or episode 20 of the final act, entitled When the Jewel is Whole. It's going to become whole this week. Yeah, we begin with the things that happened last week where Kohaku was falling into a hole.
Yep.
And then he doesn't fall into a hole, he's fine.
He's good.
He's fine. Naraku's here. They're gonna do a bunch of attacks on Naraku that aren't really gonna do much. He gets sucked up into the Mado's on Getsuha, but again, doesn't really do much.
Nope.
Kohaku's still trying to get grabbed and everything. Magasui gets stabbed by Sesshomaru, who shows up. He's like, "Hey, how's it going?
Yo.
I'm here. You tried to distract me with Byakuya, and yeah, it didn't really work that well. So you know.
Blep.
And then he stabs Magasui with the Tenseiga. And everyone thinks he's dead, but we learn later that's not entirely the case. Correct. The moon's getting redder as well. It's very scary.
Spooky.
Moroku and Ren are still knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
And then Moroku's body starts glowing. And that's kind of it for now.
Mm-hmm.
Sango tells Sesshomaru about Moroku and Rin being infected by Magatsuhi. And he's like, okay, gotta go. See you later.
Bye.
Naraku captures Kagome after they decide they're going to leave. And then he makes a deal. He tries to make a deal of being like, I'll give you Kagome if you give me Kohaku's shard. Then Inuyasha tries to attack and he gets barriered. Inuyasha, big potty mouth this episode.
Yeah, he says bad twice.
I think he said like 3 times or something. He says it a lot.
He definitely says Naraku, you bad several times.
Yes. After that, he works with Sango. They dissipate the barrier with the red Tenseiga, and Sango uses the boomerang to bonk him in the shoulder, which is where the jewel is apparently.
Mm-hmm.
And then
according to Kagome.
Like, yippee, they're gonna do it. And then parts of Naraku's body fly off, and there's just a big old turtle shell underneath his skin somehow, because that's how that works.
Yeah.
He's like, remember when Morimaru sucked up that turtle demon? Well, now he got that shell, and now that I sucked him up, I also have it. Ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha, because everything I do is stupid.
Yep, it's impenetrable. It broke Sesshomaru's sword. Your sword didn't really do anything. So now it's the perfect way to guard against attacks of the Shikon Jewel. Ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha.
I am so smart. Bar, 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 bar.
Kohaku sees one of Kagome's arrows glowing in the distance as well as his shard glowing. And he's like, I have an idea. Naraku tries to get Kohaku and they do a little tussle. And then he tries to barter with Naraku. He's like, if I give you the shard, you'll give Kagome back, right? And Naraku's like, yeah, of course I will. And everyone's like, dude, he's lying to you.
He's gonna lie
this
to you.
This is very dumb. This isn't gonna happen, right? And then Naraku just grabs him and tries to fly away with both Kohaku and Kagome. But it was all a ruse.
Oh no!
Kohaku has the arrow. It was in his shirt. And
his shirt, yes.
He pulls it out and stabs the shell, and it hurts him. He's like, "Oh, ow! icky. And Kagome's like, oh my god, it's Kikyo's light.
Wow.
Kohaku falls because Naraku has to get rid of him so he can try and break free of this attack, and Inuyasha uses the adamant barrage to just shoot the upper body of Naraku so he lets go of Kagome, and they both get caught, and then Naraku's just a big cloud. And also there's some discarded body parts of Naraku on the ground moving about that they don't notice somehow.
Yeah, I don't know how they didn't notice that.
And then Kohaku is like, I'm gonna live now.
Yay!
I'm gonna hang out with all of you. Yippee. And then,
Yippee.
oh god, he gets shot in the neck, and then the
Blech.
jewel shard is flying away, and he has no light in his eyes, and he's dead.
Dead.
And everyone's like, oh no, he died. Why did this have to happen now?
They start mourning him.
And Naraku's like, ha ha ha, I now have the entire jewel. It breaks apart, and you see all these glimpses of all the other people who had jewel shards over the course of the series, and then it reforms into a jewel. He's like, ha ha ha, now I have the jewel, nothing will stand in my way, ha 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 ha. And then we go back to Kaede's place where Moroku just wakes up and is like, yeah, I feel good now. That's weird, I'm awake. And Kaede's like, I think that was like the part of Magatsuhi you absorbed that just went out of you. He's like, that makes sense. Well, anyways, I feel good. And then Jokin and Ren are just leaving, and Jokin's just like, yo, why did you scared me? That was real mean. And Ren's like, sorry, I'm okay now. And then the moon gets very red, and Ren just goes into a cloud of miasma and then just rides upon a demon. And Jokin's like, oh no!
Oh no! I'm definitely going to die now.
And then the others show up, and Jokin's like, oh god, oh god, oh god, he's going to kill me. Sesshomaru will murder me for this. I am bowed. I'm so bowed.
Dead.
And Shippo's like giving him shit about it, because of course everyone has to dunk on Jokin, and Jokin's like, and then Sesshomaru shows up and is like, so Magatsuhi, he escaped, did he? And they're like, yep, that seems to be the case. Also, I guess he took Rin. And they're like, so what are you gonna do something about that? And Sesshomaru's just like, just turns around and leaves and floats off. And they're like, okay. And Jock is just like, oh my god, he must have been so angry he didn't have time to kill me. And then Sesshomaru's like, well, I better go get Rin back because he's trying to seal the Tenseiga and the Bakusaiga, so I should probably go deal with that. And then Songo's still crying. Inuyasha's like, Kagome, tell me where Naraku is. So she shoots an arrow and where she thinks the jewel is, and he does the Meidou Zangetsuha, and it just sucks up some clouds, but then they just kind of fly off in a different direction. Naraku's like, haha, you were a failure, Inuyasha. You didn't save Kohaku, like you didn't save Kikyo. She has no light in the jewel now. Ha 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 ha. See you later. Inuyasha's very upset by this, of course. Everyone's very upset. And then the sun rises, and Kohaku wakes up, and he's like, Sister. I'm awake.
Whoa.
And they're like, oh my god, it's the light from Kikyo. It somehow made Kohaku live again.
Whoa.
Because that's how this works.
Whoa.
And then the episode ended with Kagome being like, we're gonna kill Naraku. They really did a lot of just, making sure that this this death was impactful by making it last like 5 minutes.
Yep.
I mean, to be fair, it's not like I didn't know about this because we had talked about this, that he's not going to die and he's going to be in the sequel series well after the fact.
Right.
Or way before and everything, but it's still, it's like they didn't really let this like simmer at all. They were just like, oh, he's dead. Oh, he's back.
He's dead. Oh no.
We got some notes
Never
here.
mind.
Yep.
All right, hit me.
When the fully reassembled jewel temporarily shatters back into shards, here are the people we see. The Carrion Crow, Heaton and Montan, the Thunder Brothers,
Thunder Brother.
Yomeju, Goshinki, Kagoromaru, Bankotsu, Ryokan, Tokijin, and Moriyomaru. Also, Mistress Centipede, Yura, Master the Kumogashira, Tsukumo Nogama, Kagura, Kana, Juromaru, Jakotsu, Renkotsu, Suikotsu, Genkotsu, Mukotsu, Kyokotsu, Ninmenka, Hosenki the First, No Mask, Birds of Paradise Leader, Menomaru, Scorpion Demon, Kotatsu, Shippo's Fada, Koga, Kai, Tsubaki, Songo, Kohaku, Inuyasha, Sesshomaru, and the Panther King cannot be seen in the other fragments. This implies the previous users as this is kept by the jewel.
Okay.
Inuyasha punching the ground while shouting, "Damn it!" is similar to back when he thought Kikyo had died in episode 123 of the original anime.
Oh.
Kohaku's life being saved is something Kikyo wished to do back in Meido Zangetsuha, the episode.
That's not that long ago.
No, it would appear that the light Kikyo left behind retains some of her will, given it moved from the jewel to Kohaku Shard and remains in Kohaku. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Anyways, next time we will be discussing episode 188 or episode 21 of the final act entitled Inside Naraku. Naraku's going to become a big old spooter, and we got to go inside him, and Ren's inside there, and this is it's time for the final battle, I guess. We're
almost there.
6 episodes remain.
Wow.
The countdown is on.
Is it really 6? Wow.
6 episodes.
They're really gonna drag out this last fight, huh?
Oh, you know it. You know it.
Yay!
But that's going to do it for us this week. If you'd like more from us, head on over to seasonallamycheckup.com or sac.cool, where you can find past episodes of this podcast and other podcasts like Season Anime Checkup OVA. You can also find columns and reviews on the site as well. If you'd like more from Anladium, go to anladium.com. She's got columns and reviews. You can follow us on Twitter and TikTok at Anime Checkup. Follow us on Blue Sky at seasonallamycheckup.com. You can buy our books, One Shiny Moment, Critical Analysis of Love Life Sunshine, Hot Tubs, and Pac-Man on Amazon.com. And you can support us on Patreon, patreon.com/SACOVA.
Mm-hmm.
So join us next time as we go inside Naraku.
Gross.